Hi there, welcome back to my channel and to my video series, the 12 Days of Christmas Cards. And we are going to be doing card number 11. We are almost finished with this series. I can't believe how quickly this has gone by. And yeah, so just a recap of what we've been doing is we've been making 12 Christmas cards. I will leave a link to the playlist in the description box below. And we are using the Craft Smart Safe Freeze Pop By paper pad from Michaels. This was a 2019 paper pad, so if you have this in your stash, you can follow along. Or if you don't have this one, there are quite a few different paper lines that do have kind of the little red truck and some different papers with it, but in the same kind of color family. So yeah, that's the paper we're using, and I'm just mostly using scraps. I've only cut into one full-size sheet yet so far, but I'm just using up scraps from previous card kits that I've done. So yeah, and the cardstock we're using for the base is the Craft cardstock paper, the 110-pound paper from Michaels. It comes in a pack of 100, and so we've been using that as our card bases, and some various other Recollections cardstock, like the green that we had and the red that we had. I think this is from something Forest pack, this green one, but it's also a Recollections. This is the 65-pound, and the red that we had used is also a 65-pound cardstock. It's good for mats and stuff to keep the weight down and stuff. But anyways, we will get into today's card, and any other tools and stuff that I'm using, it's all linked down in the description box. Just read through carefully and stuff, and yeah, you can find it there. So I am going to be doing a landscape card for this for today, and so I am going to cut this at 4 1/4, like I'm going across the 8 1/2 inch side. So I'm just going to cut it at 4 1/4. And all of these cards, I'm kind of winging it, so I don't really have a plan. And sometimes as I'm creating the card, then another card will come to mind, and that'll be the next day or whatever. But I'm just kind of winging it, and just with what I have, the paper, and I have some die cuts from the Holtz holiday greens, the mini holiday greens. So this has been a very versatile die set for these cards. And I'm also using a hot off the press lace die. I'm just going to grab that. Okay, so it's a purple die like this. I tried to look for it online to see if I could link it, but I think it has gone out of manufacturing. So you could use any die or a punch, an edge punch. There is another die that goes with this, but I don't know where that is. It's another lace die. It's like double-sided, so it's got the lace on both sides. But at the moment, I can't find it, so it is hidden in my craft room somewhere. But this is the one we've been using, and I've just been putting like computer printer paper through it, and that gives that lightweight lace doily kind of feel to it. So anyways, that's that. And this was a hot off the press die, so if you want to look for it, you can. I don't remember. I think it's just lace borders is what it was called, but yeah, I couldn't find it to link it. So anyways, on to our card. So this cardstock is a little bit longer than 11 inches, so I'm just going to make sure I trim off that almost 1/8 of an inch piece. And then I'm going to flip this over, And we're going to use our bone folder scoring tool, and we're going to score it at 5 1/2. And we're just going to pull that and burnish the edges really good because this is super thick cardstock. Alright, so there's our base so far. Now, what are we going to use for the paper? I'll just turn this back around so I can cut. And I am going to see what I have left in my scraps that maybe we haven't used very much of. Yesterday's card we had that red. We haven't used this one, really, so maybe we should do this one as the base. Or wondering, I'm gonna grab a punch here. I'm just gonna see if these fit in a, I think this is a 1 1/2 inch punch. I don't have a 2-inch punch, so it doesn't really quite fit. It almost needs to be just a bit bigger. I wonder if I should cut them into circles. I almost feel like I want to. We'll see if I have a die that is big enough. This one I think is a little bit too big. And this one is just barely. So maybe not. Okay. I thought I'd give it a little try there, or at least see what I was gonna do. Anyways, yeah, we'll use this. And what's another paper here that we haven't used? We have some of this black. When was the last time we used that? We used that on day 9 and day 5. So, we have all these. We've got this smell. We'll just go through and see if there's maybe something else that we want to use. Of course, we've got lots of borders, and I have some cut out already. So, I'm just going to grab my scraps here. I also have this one that I haven't used yet. It's pretty busy, but if we used one of these cut aparts in there, this one has Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Maybe we can build around that. Okay, so is there any other? Okay, so we do have a green piece here. And let's see, what else do we have? Something that's gonna set it apart. That's too much of the same. Alright, so let's see. Maybe we'll just do big pieces. So there's this snowman here too. Not that. Wonder do something with this paper and then. Okay, I think we'll use this one for the background. Alright, so I'm just going to set these aside. We'll probably use those. Alright, so is this already 5 1/4? Yeah, this is already 5 1/4, so we just have to turn it to 4 inches. Alright, so, and then I am going to just bring this closer. Let's see here. That's a little bit too close. There we go. Alright, so we will start by inking our edges. And I'm just like rubbing the applicator on the ink pad there. And then we're just scraping the sides of the paper to just get a little bit of ink on the edge. Alright, so then we'll grab this one. I think we're a little bit too close. It's too easy to go out of the camera. There we go. Alright, so we're going to adhere that onto there with our art glitter glue. Alright. And I'm leaving 1/8 of an inch of a border all the way around, like I've been doing for all of the cards. Alright, so I've got this piece, and I think I'm going to cut a 3x3 square out of it. So I'll just there we go, and let's see, pretty sure we still have some craft cardstock scraps here. Yeah. So we're gonna mat this. Alright. Oh, ink. You need to be consistent. Glue this on. There we go, and then we'll just trim it. Alright, and so we're just going to ink the edges of this. Alright, so we can place this on there, and then I think we're going to bring in this green strip. And let's see, what is that? That is about 5 inches, so I'll cut this at 5 inches. And then I'm just gonna do a little fishtail here. Still not quite even. There we go. And we'll ink this, and then I think I'll probably mat this onto some cardstock as well. Alright, so let's go on here. This is probably about 3/4 of an inch wide. This green snowfall paper. And I'll just trim this down. A little bit wider than I thought. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it narrower. Don't usually have much luck trimming off a very narrow. But because this cardstock is so thick, it's a little bit easier. Okay, get that out of there. And then we'll just trim this part. There we go. And once again, we'll ink our edges. And then I'm actually going to put this underneath here like that. I might do another one. It's a little bit wide. Let's see if I can find another border that I want to use. I have a huge mess on this side of my desk. I've got that, but that's a bit dark. We have this one, this green glitter one, and we also have these berries. That one, I have a Season's Greetings one. Maybe, no. Let's see, I think we'll work with these. Let's see. I like the green glitter, but should we just throw that on the bottom there? Okay. I'm thinking, not this one, maybe this one. I think I'm going to use this one. So this one I actually want to be on top of the snowman paper. So I'm cutting that at 3 inches. And I'm going to fishtail the end. I'm going to ink it. And I'm going to mat it on some craft cardstock as well. A small piece here, is it big enough? Yeah, that's big enough. So I will glue this on. And I'll just trim that edge. And then we'll just fishtail this. That wasn't very well done. Oh well. Gives it that handmade look. So we're going to put that there. Okay, so let's attach these all. Really attach that because this is raised quite a bit, so I really want this to stick down. And then we'll stick this one on here. And you could probably cut little pieces of cardstock to put underneath so that it's not so hard to press it down to the bottom. So it's a little bit raised, just like you would a foam square. But alright, I don't know if we're going to do this one. Could go over top, but I'm not sure what we're going to be using for our sentiment yet. So I've got a lot of things that could possibly be covered right now, so I'm not sure. I got Marion Happy. I got this little snowman image, or this little snowman image. Oh baby, it's Christmas. That's a little bit too much red. Let's see, what else have we got? Merry Christmas, Let It Snow. I'm thinking the Let It Snow one. So I'm just gonna cut that out. So I'm just gonna trim it a little bit past, because I want the sides to be equal to the top and bottom. There's a little edge on here, but I think we're just gonna ink that maybe. Actually, I think I'm gonna trim those corners off, and I have got the We Are Memory Keepers angle punch. So here's the small angle. The small angle is here. So just gonna kind of match with the, almost looks like it could have been the big angle. Yeah. There we go. Maybe not, but oh well. It's good. Alright, so I think we're gonna stick this right here. I still haven't decided about that green. So I'm just gonna stick this on pop dots. Or should I stick it on a green mat first? Do I have a small piece? I have a small piece. No. I think we'll just stick it on like that. So I'm going to grab my foam squares. And so let's stick this on right over top of that little banner there. And do we want to add this or not? You know what, I think I'm going to do it just because I want a little bit more glitter. So I'm just going to cut that at 5 1/4 and I'm just going to glue it across. I probably should have put it underneath the snowman. But alright. And I'm gonna grab, let's see what I've got for snowflakes here. And this big white one. Let's see. Get some small white ones. Yeah, I think we'll grab the small little white ones. Maybe we'll cut some of the really small ones too. Maybe we'll cut them out of the craft cardstock like I did on, what was that, day 8? No, day 9. It's super thick. It's really hard to press. There we go. But it worked. Probably dulled my punch, but alright, so we'll just ink these a little bit. think I'm going to raise them up. So I'll stick a 3D foam square on that. There, and ink this one. And grab another foam square. Put that one up there, and then we've got these little ones. Do I want to raise them up? I don't think I'd have to. Alright, so there's one. And there is the other. And then let's see, do we want to do anything else to it? I'm thinking not. I have these little holly buttons. These are from Dress It Up. I'll just grab some and see. I always sometimes just feel like it's just a little bit too much and it's overkill. I know this will, like for mailing, this probably isn't a good card to mail. It's going to be super thick. I kind of do like it. If we're going to go for it. This will be a card to hand out personally, if you can. Alright, because these are resin folly leaves. Do I not? Where is that? Stick that on. I'll grab another one. That there. Alright, I think we're gonna call that good. Alright, so that is card number 11, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and we will see you again in tomorrow's video, the last video of the series. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye.